Have you ever been with a man where he needed reassurance from you in some way? He needed you to support him, compliment him, reassure him for him to feel good, to quell his anxiety, or to make him feel good about the relationship and about himself in some kind of way. If you have, you probably didn't enjoy that experience very much, and there is a reason for that. And it is because a woman is not meant to be in that caretaking role where you are having to do things to make your man feel okay, feel calm, feel self-assured, anything like that. And if you experienced that, it probably brought up some level of anxiety for you. And that is not a wound. That is your feminine instinct that is telling you that there is something wrong in that dynamic, in that relationship, in that experience. And it's very important to be able to listen to that anxiety, not push it away, not judge it, and communicate what's going on for you to that man so that he can see himself more clearly and adjust and start stepping up in a way where he gets out of that role where he's needing to be taken care of, reassured in any kind of way, and instead get into the role where he's the one that is reassuring you. He is the one that is supporting you. He is the one that is taking care of you. If that doesn't shift, then eventually the attraction that you feel and also that he may feel for you will go down. The connection will get worse and worse, and the relationship will probably end at some point. That's what we're going to talk about in this video today. So hello, my name is Zach Rohde. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams using feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that below. Hit the notification bell and be sure to like this video because I'm going to make sure that it is a good one for you today. And if you would like some help learning how to shift out of your control patterns and into inspiring a man, then be sure to go below this video, open up the description. You're going to see the links to all of my offers. Go to my free webinar at zachrohdecoaching.com to get started. Okay. So I am doing a theme over and over again in the last few videos, all about things that a man can do to bring up anxiety in a woman. And I'm getting this from my book, Inspire His Devotion. It's on Amazon.com or your Amazon, whatever country you're in. And you can search for it just by typing in my name, Zach Rohde. So the one that we're on right now, I'm just going to read it out. A man who needs reassurance or compliments to feel good because it communicates that he needs to be given to be able to provide. And not even necessarily provide, but he needs to be given to. So this is the opposite role that a man and woman should be in. Man is the provider. The man is the protector. The man is in the caretaking role. He is there to take care of you. That is the natural order of things. That's the way that it is supposed to be. When a man and woman's instincts are both online, that is when it will feel good for the man, and it will also be when it will feel good for you as the woman. If a man is not fully in that provider role, he's needing to receive from you, right? And there's so many things you could be receiving, right? Receiving money, receiving your plans, like you're the one that's initiating, you're the one that is stepping up to lead the relationship. And yes, that includes supporting him, complimenting him, reassuring him. If you are in that role, then you're not going to be fulfilled in the way that you need to be as a woman. It's not going to feel good. It's going to bring up this anxiety. Why is this anxiety coming up? It's not just a wound. That part of it can be a wound, but a lot of it is going to be your feminine instinct that is telling you, hey, there is something that's wrong here. And what is it that's wrong? What's wrong is understand that you as a woman, the way that you are wired, the way that you're hardwired, is to need a man who is in that provider role to lead and to take care of you so that you can follow him. This is your genetic programming. Right? Because if you had a man who doesn't know how to lead and he impregnated you, you're putting yourself in a very dangerous, vulnerable position, right? This is why you are wired this way. So You're genetically wired to need a man who is in the giving role. He is there to give to you. He is there to provide for you. And when he is not in that role, when he's demonstrating that he's either not capable of being in that role or that he's not interested in being in that role because he doesn't love you enough, he doesn't feel that inspiration, then you will feel or you typically will feel some level of anxiety, right? And your body warning you, hey, something's wrong. It's very important to listen to that anxiety, to know that it's coming from somewhere, right? That it's coming from somewhere important. And what it's doing is, yes, it is warning you that something is wrong, but that doesn't mean you just kind of suffer and you just tolerate it, because that's pointless. The point of it warning you is so that you do something about it. And so much of what I'm here to help you with in my YouTube videos and also in all of my offers is to show you as a woman that there is so much that you can do when these issues come up, because so many women have been conditioned to be disempowered in a relationship. Like, if a man is not stepping up the way that you need, I'm screwed. There's nothing that I can do, right? That's a disempowered mindset. Now, of course, most women have tried doing things to get a man to step up when he's not doing what he should, right? It doesn't work, because unless you're using feminine communication, unless you're letting go in these moments and being vulnerable and communicating what's coming up for you, right? Which is anxiety, probably some irritation, maybe some other feelings as well. If you're not sharing that, if you're not asking him for help with those feelings, if you're not opening up yourself to receive him, then you're probably going to get a bad outcome. So what most women will do in these situations, some women will judge, right? And not even necessarily at the time. Like, most women are not mean people, right? You're trying to be the best partner that you can be for a man. So what will typically happen in that situation is you will go into reassuring mode. You'll try complimenting him. You'll try supporting him. You'll try making him feel better in some way. Like if he's got an insecurity in the relationship, you'll try to explain why he has nothing to worry about, right? That's reassurance. While you are doing that, it will not feel good for you. This anxiety will come up, and it's depolarizing the dynamic. The more that a man is needing that reassurance from you, the less attraction that you're going to feel for him. And then there's going to be an effect that happens later on in the relationship, because the less respect that you have for your man, the more that you lose that respect, the less fulfilled that you're going to be. You're just going to be more irritated. You're going to be kind of more short-tempered. You're not going to have the same amount of grace for your man as you would before. And it's because your need isn't being met. Okay? And this is really important to understand and to connect to. Your need is to be in the receiving role. It's to be with the man who is taking care of you. And the less that you are experiencing that, the worse you are going to feel. So what you must do in these situations is not allow him, not enable his role, his shift into the receiving role, right? If you step up into mothering mode, if you step up into reassuring mode, trying to make him feel better, then you are participating in the same problematic way that the man is, that your man is. You're contributing to the depolarization of your relationship. You're contributing to its inevitable end. And you might think in the moment, like you're just helping, right? That's probably your mindset. I am just helping. I'm just trying to reassure him. I'm trying to make him feel better. I'm trying to be a good girlfriend. I'm trying to be a good wife. But that saying, the road to hell is filled with good intentions, right? Of course you're good intentioned, but the result of your good intentions is you enabling him to basically ruin the relationship. And it's not necessarily going to get ruined. It depends how problematic, like the extent of his behavior, right? If he just needs a little bit of reassurance some of the time, it's still not going to be fun for you, but it's not the end of the world. If he's needing it quite frequently, it's going to be a much bigger issue for the relationship. Either way, though, when you enable it, by stepping into mothering mode, stepping into reassuring mode, you are contributing to the problem. And what you need to do instead is vulnerably share what's coming up for you, ask him for help, share your feelings, share what the problem is, right? Because what is the problem? Like, the problem is you're feeling compelled to go into reassuring him and mothering him, and it's bringing up this anxiety for you. And you need to share that without blaming. And you need to stop going into that mode. Because what that's going to do is, I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but it's going to be much more likely to repolarize things, because now you're creating an opening for him to start taking care of you. Because now you've got all of these negative feelings. And yes, they're because of him, but you're not blaming him for those feelings. And now he has an opportunity to reflect on himself and be like, I don't want my woman to be feeling this way. I'm going to protect her from these negative feelings by not coming to her for reassurance. Because the thing is, I suppose it depends what the reassurance is about, but especially if the reassurance of his insecurity in any way is about the relationship, that is by far the biggest problem. And the thing is, if you step into mothering mode, you are creating a dynamic where you're going to lose attraction for him, and then he's going to have way more reasons to be insecure and to need reassurance, right? The best thing for a man's insecurities, for a man's lack of self-worth, is for a woman to stay fully in her feminine role, in the receiving role, so that the man can stay as much as possible in the masculine role, in the leading role, where he is in charge, because that's where he is going to feel best. That's where he's going to feel the most comfortable. That's where he's going to feel the most secure. He's going to feel the most secure with the truly feminine woman who is feeling as much attraction for him as possible. So that's how you shift that dynamic. And it's how you shift any of these dynamics, right? It's all about learning how to communicate what's coming up for you in a way where you are not blaming or judging or leading him to change or setting boundaries. All of that stuff is masculine. Instead, getting really in touch with your most vulnerable self, your most vulnerable feelings, and sharing them with the man, and not going into the unhealthy pattern that you shouldn't be in, right? You shift this by using feminine communication. So if you would like some help learning how to communicate in this way and get out of all of your unhealthy patterns, whether you're single or in a relationship right now, and you want help learning how to inspire a man into taking care of you, go below this video, open up the description. You're going to see the links to all of my offers. And if you are wanting real hands-on support to make these shifts, then go to my academy offer. That's thedreamrelationship.com. Book a call with me with the button below the video on the next page when you click on it. And we'll talk all about what's going on in your love life. We'll figure out together whether we can help you shift what you need to shift to get the relationship that you need and deserve, your dream relationship. And if that's you, I will see you on that call. I'm looking forward to it. That's it for this one.